PNG happenings.
That can only come through funding. So I think, the government has done us a disservice in making sure that we have these hospitals that we have built. And they're quite capable. And we have strategically built it so that a large chunk of our population can have access to this hospital, like Enga, Goroka, Wewak, and of course Enga. It is a driving distance for many Papua New Guinea citizens. So majority of our people can access these facilities quite easily. They don't have to drive or for days to get there. They can go there within few hours to make sure that they are given the right service and the right support and the right attention that people deserve. The other issue is that I feel that our government has completely destroyed the public service machinery by appointing cronies and political affiliate associates and all these people right around the country, where they go in there, they're only serving the political master. They are not serving our people, and they are completely corrupting these institutions. Now you look at our constitutional offices, they are not functioning. Ombudsman Commission is not been underfunded. They are not able to carry out investigations properly. I think only recently they made a few appointments to try and fill in the number of positions so that it can be fully functional. You look at ICAC, you look at the saga that is going on. Prime Minister himself is directly involved in the interference of the operational of ICAC. I want to say this very clearly. Marape has never had any input in the establishment of the ICAC legislation when we were in government. That work was started under my direction to Karenga Kua, who initially started the work, and it was finished by the Honorable David Stephen, the then member for Esala, when they were Attorney General of our country. When we were in government in 2019, we started to introduce that particular bill, and the first reading was already on motion in Parliament, and then the government changed, so of course, Marape had the second and third reading to just pass it. So he has got no feeling, no attachment to this legislation. All he wants is, he doesn't want to be accountable, he doesn't want to be asked questions, so the weaker ICAC is, the better it is for him. That is how he is now destroying this particular institution. He's not funding them well, and he's now taking sides on the issue about the commissioners. That has got 3 commissioners who are independently can make their own decisions without fear or favor. But instead, of course, Marape and his committee has seen fit to take the side of one commissioner, and the other 2 commissioners have certainly have issues now that are being now debated in public. And this debate is undermining ICAC and its operation. It's undermining ICAC and its operation. And we cannot allow this to continue. And I think that if there's a change of government, I can say that, safely say that we will be able to restore the confidence in there. I think one of the main things is that the appointments committee for these institutions and constitutional officers, I think it's now time that we remove political members of parliament to be sitting. Prime Minister should not be on the appointments committee. Opposition leaders should not be on the appointments committee. The chairman of the parliamentary appointments committee, Governor Hundialu, definitely should not be on the committee, because you can see the compromises that are taking place, because politicians are having their say and they don't respect the institutions and their independence. So this kind of things are happening, and this is happening in the police force. It's happening in the, of course, other law enforcement agencies. Then it is happening in the defense force. It's happening in the, of course, ICAC and Ombudsman Commission. All this is just undermining of institutions that should hold political leadership accountable. And I think we all have, under the law, have the right to challenge if we feel that some of these institutions are being unfair and are being influenced by politics and becoming a bit more trying to destroy leaders and things. We all are being protected by law to challenge this in the courts, in the courts, where the courts who can determine and say that, listen, okay, I'm all right, all this line and play legally politics now. There's a kind heavy come up law, work blow. But all in all, these institutions have been functioning quite well since 1975, since independence. And I think it's important that, no other government has ever interfered in the operations like this current government is doing. No other government since independence. And, they have respected the integrity and the independence of these institutions. And I think, we need to find a way to make sure that we remove the political involvement in the appointment process. That's one. The second issue is that, these killings that are taking place right across the country. It started when Marape took office in 2019, and remember, there were about 22 women and children who were killed in his backyard in the Ella province, in Tari district. Now, he said to everybody publicly that, I'm coming after you, I'll arrest you. And today, not one single arrest has taken place. Now, when you, as a leader, you allow that to go unaccounted for, of course, the rest of the citizens are watching how that has been handled. So they know that when they commit similar crimes in their own districts and in their own villages, the likelihood of them being held accountable and being arrested is very, very slim, or even, in fact, non-existent. And as a result, you can see the increase in the wave of really serious crimes like murder and these kind of things happening right throughout the country. This is no way to run a nation. If you have no law and order and there's no security, nobody's going to come and invest in our country. Nobody wants to come and live and work in our country. And as a result, you can see there's been almost zero foreign direct investment in the country. When you have zero foreign direct investment in the country, then where are you going to raise capital? Where are you going to raise money to develop the nation and, of course, grow the economy? Now, and create job opportunities for our people, create business opportunities for our people. We must provide a conducive environment where they have the confidence to come here and invest and live with their families and live among us. And the global village, because of the technology and because of easy way of traveling now that's happening with planes going everywhere, it's becoming smaller and smaller. We are part of that community, and we must be able to participate meaningfully in what is happening around the world. Instead, we're isolating ourselves and we're killing each other, and that's only because we have a government that is not performing, a government that is not able to address the issues because, I'm online blamin, I'm supporters blamin, so suppose me arrest them all, and by you saw, nungu dolin na supporting me elections.
PNG Happenings.